What is necessary to make a great investment? Well, probably a number of things, but one that is essential is a good price when we buy. So let's take a look at 5 interesting stocks that recently went to or were very close to a 52-week low. Of course, it is important to remember that it does not mean that these stocks are cheap. It does not mean we should run and buy them. The fact that something was more expensive before does not mean that it is cheap right now. So please use this list only as a starting point. If you are interested in any of those companies, remember to always do your own due diligence. As Peter Lynch used to say, invest at least as much time and effort into choosing a new stock as you would in choosing a new refrigerator. Wise words. Liberty Broadband Corporation owns communications businesses providing a wide range of cable, data, wireless, video and voice services. In the last quarter, Thomas Geithner sold all of his shares and 2 other super investors reduced their positions substantially. So some nice timing, because since the 1st of February, the price went down by 25%. The last time the price per share was so low was in July 2016. And one of the reasons for the price drop were recent results. For a number of quarters, they missed the market expectations. Okay, so let's take a quick look at this company. Return on invested capital, that is an X at 1.9%. So that is a low return. We would like to see it above 10%. Revenue growth, that is a check at 27.9%. So that is very nice, some strong growth here. And the debt, it is an X. They have a negative free cash flow for the last 7 years and some serious debt. So that is very worrying. And what about dividends? That is an X. Currently, they are not paying any dividends. Okay, so let's take a look at another company that was close to its 52-week low in February. Nestlé, together with its subsidiaries, operates as a food and beverage company, and they have over 2,000 brands worldwide. And the main reason for the price going down is probably the fact that in the last 4 quarters, they missed market expectations 3 times. Its 52-week low is currently at $106, and in February, the price was at $108, so very close. And from its peak in December 2021, the stock is down by 21.5%. So actually, not that much. Recently, Thomas Russo sold some shares of Nestlé, and he is actually selling this stock in small portions every quarter since 2017. And if we just take a quick look at this company, we see that it has a nice return on invested capital of 17.6%. Revenue growth of 0.4% in the last 10 years, so rather a slow growth, but that is to be expected with such a big company. And if we look at the debt, we see that it would take them 5.5 years to pay the long-term debt with a current free cash flow. So a very disappointing result. And they are also paying a dividend with a dividend yield of 3%. So a strong, slow-growing company with a lot of debt. Ring Energy Incorporated is an independent exploration and production company. It engages in acquisition, exploration, development and production of oil and natural gas in Texas and New Mexico. It is actually about 4% up since the beginning of the month, but on 5th February it hit a 52-week low and one share was priced at $1.25. And if we take a quick look at the company itself, we see that return on invested capital is only 0.5%, so very low. Revenue growth, that is a check at 69.7%. So that is very impressive. But there is a cost for this growth. That is very high. It would take them over 9 years to pay the long-term debt with a current free cash flow. And we like to see it below 2 years. And the dividends? That is an X. They are not paying any dividends currently. Well, at the first glance, only the growth seems interesting. But let's take a look at another oil and gas company. Occidental Petroleum Corporation, together with its subsidiaries, engages in the acquisition, exploration and development of oil and gas properties in the United States, the Middle East and North Africa. Warren Buffett was buying a lot of this stock around half a year ago, and last quarter he added another 8.7% to his position. And recently it was really close to its 52-week low when it hit a price of around $56 per share. And what about the company itself? Return on invested capital, that is an X at 2.8%, so much better than Ring Energy, but nothing special. Revenue growth is also an X at 6.2%. So this company has a market cap of $53 billion. It is very big. So such growth is, well, nothing surprising. And the debt? It is a check. It would take them just 1.5 years to pay the long-term debt with a current free cash flow. And the dividends? It is also a check at 1.5% dividend yield. If you want to learn more about this company, I actually made a video about it. It is rather an old video, but the fair value I calculated like 1.5 years ago is actually close to the $56 it hit in February, so it may be something to consider. Hertz Global Holdings operates as a vehicle rental company. It offers vehicle rental services under the Hertz, Dollar and Thrifty brands. It hit a low of $7.46. That is 77.2% down from its peak in late 2021. Howard Marks and Lee Ainsley own this stock. And this last quarter, Daniel Leb sold all of his shares of this company. When we look at the return on invested capital, we see it is an X at 0.6%. That is really disappointing. And revenue growth? It is an X at minus 1.4% growth. So the revenue is going down in the last 10 years. And the debt? Well, it is an X. For the last 3 years, they have negative free cash flow. So paying the debt can be a serious problem. Even a 5-year average free cash flow is negative. And they have $3.3 billion in debt and just $760 million in cash. That is not good. And they are also not paying any dividends. There is also one extra company that hit its 52-week low in February, and that is BYD. But on this company, I recently made a whole video, so if you want to learn more, well, you know what to do. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.